Alright guys, we're just unloading the machine here because getting it down this driveway would suck. It's like a long L-shaped driveway. Backing down would just be terrible. And you can't drive down because there's nowhere to turn around. So we're unloading here on this lovely dirt road. The road here is like super uneven. They need to grade this or something. They gotta do something about it. But let's move back up. Probably gonna have to tuck my truck over a bit more because I'm gonna walk down the driveway with him. Probably gonna lift the ramps up, get this situated. Down there. Oh no, did my sign blow away? I had to put up a DEP sign. Oh no. Yeah, it's not this house, not the one on the right. It's way past around. Oh no, did my sign blow away? I don't see. Oh no, it's around the corner. Okay. Yeah, that white sign right over there. All right, cool. That would have really sucked, but yeah, backing down here would have been miserable. So we got to just walk it all the way down. This is a heavy conservation area. We are right next to Nauset Light. We are on the Cape Cod National Seashore. So it's really touchy on what you're allowed to do here when it comes to anything environmental, and that includes the plants here. So they actually had to put this new telephone pole in here because that other one is gonna fall into the ocean soon. So that Jersey barrier right there is blocking people obviously from going that way because that's where the road used to go to a whole nother neighborhood of houses. Bryson's girlfriend's dad used to live in this town, and he was telling him there was a whole nother road going that way and more houses over there that over the years they had to tear down. So this was the old road that went to that neighborhood. So we can't start until we have a meeting with the conservation guy here. And also my permit is ready at the town, but today's Patriots Day in Massachusetts, so town's closed. Even though they told us the permit's ready, you can pick it up on Monday. But a lot of times people forget that, you know, it's a holiday or whatever, so. We have to have, because of all this, and obviously we're near the water, they have to come and inspect the silt fence, which I wish that they would do it the first day because silt fence always blows in the wind and rips down. So if they would come do it on the first day, it would still be stapled at the top. So, because they'll come and they'll go, oh, you need to restaple that. And it's like, this stuff is crap. See, I'm going to prune some of these branches because I'm worried that the dumpster, 40-yard dumpster on truck is very tall. So what I'm worried about is that the truck will break all these branches with the top of the dumpster. And then the people will really be mad because if you break it versus cutting it, you could break it halfway down instead of out there. So yeah, it's beautiful today.
All right, I was told there was no insulation in this house, but obviously the new addition there is. I got the stove. I ripped the stove out. I knew it was in this corner, so I ripped the stove out, ripped the sink. I'm gonna throw the metal over there, and then I'm gonna slam a hole into the basement because I don't want this stuff blowing around on the beach or anything. I don't want to go pick it up. So the first hole is always the worst because it makes a mess out here before you can, you know, really get into it. Now I'm gonna try to like push it down into the basement, break through the floor, and try to contain all of it. I don't know if you can see, the problem I have is I can't go any farther that way because of conservation, but my boom is too close and I'm worried about hitting the hoses and stuff on the top, so I gotta come back a little bit, change the angle. I want to pick up all this on the ground, throw it in the cellar hole, so when I track over there, we don't mix it with dirt because dirt weighs more. Alright, this is my friend's grandfather's company, his family's company. And this is a 40-yard dumpster. And he said give him a call 30 minutes before I fill it. He'll come swap out another one. Maybe he can get the other one in here, you know, so he doesn't have to back in off the road, but we'll see. But somebody forgot to get coffee because he was trying to find a grease gun at the grease at the hardware store. They didn't have it. So he had to go somewhere else. So Because I guess it's my fault, but we won't tell him. I forgot the grease. So the trick is with the dumpsters, I don't want to give any like pricing away or anything, but let's just say, I don't know, let's use simple numbers. These are nowhere near the numbers, but say it was like $1,000 for the whole dumpster. It's not, but say it was like $1,000 for this whole dumpster. If you were to pack it and you are heavy, they give you like, I don't know what the ton, a 30-yard dumpster, let's use the 30-yard dumpster. A 30-yard dumpster is like $700-800, right? With a 5-ton limit. Then after that, it's like $180 or whatever it is, or per ton. So if you pack it and you go over a couple ton, 2-3 ton, it's still cheaper. I mean, it's road legal. You get what I'm saying? It's not over that limit. It's just over what they allow you. Then they charge you like $1 something per ton. It's still cheaper than getting a whole nother dumpster. And I'm about $80 a ton, $80-85 a ton cheaper having them truck it than if I truck it with my truck. Because they're such a big company, they get a better rate at the dump. So let me get a little more going here, and we'll pick up. Tomorrow I'll bring my in-cab mount. I forgot my cab mount, but as you can see, I'm trying to keep this new addition kind of like as a containment. I'm also holding the camera. However, you want to punch a hole down in there and push the wall kind of in till you can grab it. Don't pull the stuff out here. If you have to, pull this side wall, munch this side wall, not that side, the side wall, that way you can go into the hole.
Yeah, watch out.
You watch out. It's called controlled demo. You might have to push it in from the outside. Ah, glass. All right, that's good. You're in enough. Work on this wall. Aw, man. No, outside, outside. Well, I don't want to clean up.
You're not going to, I am.
Yeah, you are. There you go. Watch the hoses. You gotta be careful. You're demoing a house, not a machine. Don't go through the floor. Oh, that's a new window. Wait, save that window.
Grab it.
I'm kidding. Oh, the truck's here. All right. He had to swap out for the 10-wheeler because I told him I'm munching this up a lot. It's gonna be heavy. Too much for that 6-wheeler. I would love to have this truck. Is this 90? I think it's 90. They've had this forever. See, the way the roll-off works is there's no winch. The 2 pistons, they push, and the cable is zigzagged through some pulleys. And just like that, and then usually you just pull the truck under it. And then you steer the front to like get it under, like evenly. I gotta make sure I tell Bryson don't go through the floor. Hey, whatever you do, just don't go through the deck or we're screwed.
I'm trying.
There's no foundation, that'll be a nightmare. To be honest with you, this is what I really should have, is a roll-off, not a 6-wheeler. Should get rid of my 6-wheel and get a roll-off, because you can put flatbeds on here and all kinds of stuff. It's his first time ever doing this. Doing pretty good. I don't know if you can see the people walking, but way down there, enjoying the beach, Cape Cod National Seashore, and they have no idea this is going on. Like one more dumpster, because it's already like 2 o'clock, 2:30 actually. See, I want him to keep the deck of the house and just sweep it over. Ah, man. I'm about to fire him. If he wasn't my son, I'd throw him out of here. Pulled off the corner of this deck and then dug into the dirt. That's exactly what I didn't want to do, is mix it with the dirt. I think we'll let it slide though, just because it's his first. However, so he doesn't do it again, I want to make him get out and pick it all up when he's done playing. I don't want to be too hard on him, but the only good thing of it is, there's really not a lot to this house. I mean, look at the roof. The roof is just like flat, like tongue and grooves, slatted boards, and some shingles, and then some 2x4s. So, also the guy said we'll fill this, and then by the end of the day, he's gonna smaller. He's gonna come swap this out in the morning, because it's already 2:30, so I want to get that real small. I wanted to sweep it like sideways, just sweep it off into the, because if not, it ends up getting like down in the dirt, and there's a thorn bush there. I'll have to put my sweatshirt on so I don't get stabbed. That thing's like barbed wire. So we're just gonna keep munching this, load this can. I'm gonna go in there and get all that. Gotta get my sweatshirt on. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Man, is it dusty. However, there's no asbestos in this house. You can't get a demo permit here without asbestos abatement or asbestos inspection. So there is no asbestos in this house. Look at this. That's how we're ending our day here. Absolutely gorgeous. I always complain about the cost of living here, but then I gotta remember, this is what you're paying for. I love it. Seals, I don't know if you can see them, but there's seals out there. I can see their heads. Did you know the fishermen around here hate the seals because on average they eat about 300 to 500 pounds of fish a day, daily. So that's a lot of fish. And they don't have to follow the rules of catch and release for sizes. So the fishermen here, they hate them. That's why they love the sharks. We love the sharks. We got too many seals here. All right, see you in the morning. I gotta get back to work. As soon as that dust cloud clears, I'm going back in. Alarm. Really annoying. Oh! It's somewhere on the floor. It. We need to shut this thing up. It is super annoying. So let's shut it up. I'm gonna have him crush this. Ready? Ah, no, I threw it in the wrong spot. Oh, I think he gets the idea, though. Nope, no, he doesn't. Oh, that's my fault. Oh, I can't believe I threw it in such a bad spot. It's so annoying. I told him, I said, grab that out of the corner. It is so annoying.
Oh, there it is. Stupid thing. Oh, almost got it. Nice. Ah, wonderful. I tell you guys, it's really weird walking through here because I've spent hours, you know, in this house, walking through it, taking, you know, just random stuff. Like they left nice bulbs that I'm gonna use for the shop. They're like brand new, you know, a bunch of brand new appliances and stuff. It's really weird walking around in here, and now it's like torn down, especially this room. You know, I had to come down here to put the silt fence in, and put up a DEP sign and whatnot, and when I came down to finish putting the silt fence in, my girlfriend really likes the ocean, so I brought her with me, and we had lunch with the view while I finished putting the silt fence in and trimming up some branches and stuff. So it's just weird walking around here, and it's like gone. I couldn't imagine like staying here a whole summer, or this being like my summer vacation home, and then it's just gone, you know? Nice. Yeah, no, there's barely any stone in there. Barely.
I was trying to work around that, but there's flashing and stuff tied into it, so I was just like, you know what, the hell with it.
Yeah. All right, we'll check back.
All right, in case you're wondering, the reason why I leave that last, I may have said this before because I'm a broken record, but I'll say it again. All that glass, if you break through this floor, that all ends up in the dirt. There is nothing underneath this foundation. It's just sitting on blocks because it was like a 1950s like cottage. So as you can see on this side, I already have a bunch of glass I gotta pick out of this dirt. It is inevitable, you're gonna get some, unfortunately, but I want to minimize the amount of hand picking. So it's a lot easier now to sweep it with the broom, clean it up the best we can, and then you know, just continue. But 2 days, this far in 2 days, I'm pretty happy. Stop, stop, stop. Stop. All right, guys, we got a bunch of baby raccoons. A whole bunch of them. Holy, we're lucky they didn't get hurt. All right, Bryson's on the phone with a wildlife place down the street. And I picked them all up with my gloves on. And I put them in this bag for now. He's talking to them now, so hopefully that they can do something. I'm not into killing stuff needlessly. I mean, if I was hungry, you know, and starving, and there was no grocery stores invented or whatever, I would definitely cook one of them up and eat them. But I'm not into killing little things. Unnecessary killing, I'm not into. So we're gonna try to save them. Look at all this. So much junk was under this house. Yeah, it's probably 80 years of junk.
Yeah, minus that little bit of siding.
Are from like the 30s.
This one, I think, yeah, probably 30s to 50s, something like that.
Yeah, would you say Kennedy made it so they couldn't build anymore around here?
Yeah, Kennedy was the president that made the Cape National Seashore, so that this is all conservation land.
This is older than Kennedy.
Yeah, this cottage had to have been put here before Kennedy.
The truck's out on the street just turning around. Well, swapping out the dumpster.
Having trouble? Hey, let me help you.
You didn't have to shut the computer off for that. What the heck? Grandma's watering can.
Be nice if we could find some pirate gold.
some pirate booty.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start out just by getting their average weight, so then I know how much fluids to give them.
Oh, they're so little.
Oh, they're dirty and good. They're nice and loud, so I can like try to like. No, he's not doing it. But sometimes you can get him to scream. It helps mom come back.
Oh, I was trying to keep them quiet. Well, not. I was staying away from them so they wouldn't.
Yeah. All right. 276.
But apparently that helps.
Yep.
So you can't actually keep these masks without a permit, huh?
You can't even keep them with a permit either.
Really?
No.
Oh, bummer. Oh, it's like an IV?
It's just going under his skin.
Ooh. Ooh, needles. Yeah, I don't like needles.
You're all right. All right, one down.
So the mom will just go in there and grab them all, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
She usually comes and like locates them and finds them, and then goes to her new location, and then comes back and like takes them like one at a time or a couple at a time.
Gotcha. All right, so they just put a trail cam in the back, and they put them in the blanket with the heat. They're sleeping. And we're gonna get out of here. It's like 4 o'clock. We got like a 45-minute ride home anyways to get to where we are after we stop and get something to drink. So we are just gonna call it quits, not make any more noise tonight, and hopefully the mom will come and get them and relocate them. Hopefully somewhere over here, not too far, and because that's all conservation land that can't be built on, and hopefully she doesn't go that way, because that way is all, there's houses that way. So, but as far as the demo goes, there was definitely a little bit of wood under the house. I kind of feel like somebody re-shingled, because there was some, and like dropped some between the deck and the house, because there was so much shingles like over here. I took the grass rake and I was raking them out. I still got to do a little bit more. And then over here around the chimney, the floor broke apart, so there's some random wood around there. We got to hand pick that out, and then I think a little bit of there, but over here for the most part pretty good. Probably just give it like a quick rake through. And then obviously right next to the foundation there is some, and then right here where the deck was, well the opening in the deck where I was sweeping it into the foundation. But yeah, that's the rest of the house. They brought us an empty 40 for the morning, and I'm hoping to get the rest of this crunched up enough and into the 40.
Look at this.
And
Pink. Ready? Pink.
yeah,
White. Look how pale I am on that side.
you gotta walk around with your arms facing up.
Well, no, because I was.
You know what it means?
Crap.
Look, turn your arm this way. No, upside down. That means you're not carrying enough stuff for me. Get back to work.
Yeah.
So we gotta do the shed tomorrow too. So hopefully the shed will fit in here munched up. Oh, and the deck. So shed, deck, and this, and then the well house.
Looks full because it's not crushed at all.
No, this is not crushed at all. So
This will probably be half as dense.
doesn't really matter, because we're 240s under budget. So we budgeted for 6, and this one behind us is number 4. So
Yep, and it's empty still.
look at that. That never gets old.
All right, we'll see you in the morning, and hopefully we don't see the babies. Also, they put a trail cam in that container. I'm not sure if you saw it, but in that container that they made, there is a trail cam, and it goes to her phone or her boss's phone or somebody's phone, and she was syncing it up with them to make sure it works, and they are going to monitor whether mom comes tonight. If mom doesn't come overnight, she said they might come back, give the babies more fluids, and then see if mom comes the following night. Then if mom doesn't come and relocate them tomorrow night, they will come and they will remove them. But they like to not rehome them somewhere other than their home if they can help it. If that makes sense. All right, good morning. I'm crunching this up more. Hopefully we can get the rest of this in that can. Bryson's just picking up some miscellaneous wood. But the good news is our friends are gone. And there's a big poo right there. So I think mom went in there, grabbed the babies, and then took a crap on the blanket on her way out. So that's good. Alright, so we're not in much of a hurry. I'm gonna crunch this down quite a bit. I was talking to my buddy who owns the company. He said the dumpsters were kind of light. I'm like averaging like 7 to 8 ton. And he was saying he's cool weight-wise all the way up to like, I don't know, 10, 12. So I can munch this up a lot smaller. So they can't come pick that can up till the end of the day anyways because of their schedule. They had another truck go, they had a truck go down at a fellow company and they're helping them out today. So I said, that works out fine. Because that gives me time to munch this really small because I got to do the deck and the shed in the top of that well house. So we'll do that. I'm going to try to leave these trees, but I don't know.
Let me see if I can get you guys a better angle from over here. Oh, he's going right into the hole with it. Right into the foundation hole and crunch it up. Yep, I've been going around here with the rake and some gloves and getting everything, and that's been going good. Grass rake has been a blessing on this job. Oh, there he goes, picking up the chair. Oh, he's moving it. Look at that. Didn't feel like crushing that today, huh?
Come on, dude, grab it. You can do it.
Come on, it won't. Come on, ready? Look. There we go. Ready?
Oh. It's metal, though. Don't throw it in there. You can't anyways. Alright, well, in amongst this, when I pulled the floor up and off, we found a baby bunny, so he's on the phone with them.
Thank you. Dude, what is going on here?
We're finding animals left and right.
Watch out, she wants a video.
Oh, this is slowing me down, all these animals, but it's not really. It's worth it. I like animals.
Alright guys, we're in the final stages of cleanup. Just the deck is left and the well cover, and oh, look at that, he's got it in one piece. Nice. That's ideal. That sounds awful, but we are dropping all the wood that's left into here, into the crush box, crushing it up, and putting what we can into the rest of this container. And then whatever else we can't, it shouldn't be too much, we'll crush and go in the truck. That's why the truck's backed up here. Yeah, it's just the deck left, this little walkway. We're gonna do the concrete tomorrow because we also need to start on ripping the septic out. The septic's got to get taken out. It's just a pit, tank, and D-box, so nothing crazy. Oh, and this is just blocks, so that makes that easy. Not bad. I'm gonna grab these boards. Oh, there's a bunch of boards in there. I wonder why. Make sure there's no animals under the deck. Hope not. Hey, just be careful, nothing springs and flies over the edge.
Okay, so I'm going to, it's the end of the day, it's like 6:30. All of the demo is gone. The rest is just dirt and dust. I'm gonna take all the concrete tonight. I'm gonna throw it in here, crunch it up a little bit.
Alright guys, it's wrecking ball time. Let me crank the camera up a little bit here. So we've didn't know how long this is gonna take, so we've been taking that concrete, bashing it into the wall till we got it to break. Looks like that's happening now. Nice. Alrighty guys, so it is Monday and we are preparing to rip out the septic. I probably just missed that he started. Looks like he found the pipe already. The pit should be right here in the driveway, unfortunately, which is a shame because finding shells to replace that is going to be expensive. But that's not my problem at the moment. This is a big hole, bigger than I anticipated at least. We're shaving the high ground from over there to put it into here because the homeowner doesn't care about the grade over there as long as it still pitches away from the house, I assume, which it will because it still continues to go slightly uphill. Looks like he found either the tank or the D-box. I would wager that that pipe goes towards the tank, because the tank should be right there, the D-box should be roughly here, and then the pit should be right in that dark spot. So that's what we're working with today. It is beautiful out. Look at the waves. Look how blue it looks today. I'm not sure if the camera's really picking it up. It just looks like sun glare. But man, this has got to be one of the most beautiful days we've had here. So yeah, that pipe that he's got right there, I believe that that's probably the pipe that goes to the tank, if I'm not mistaken. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I can show you guys. All right, this is roughly where we are. So, the existing dwelling right here, that is this hole, so the tank should be right there. So the tank should be kind of where he's sitting, right there. Because, you see, that's the hole, that's where he is roughly. And then D-box and then pit over there in the driveway. Oh, looks like he found it. Oh, yep, look at that. Alrighty guys, unfortunately the battery died and I thought I was just letting the camera film that whole time, which is a huge bummer. We ripped the tank out, ripped the pit out. It's just ripping out concrete. So, we're just fishing for concrete, or what's left of it. As you guys can see, we got this pile over there, and that's just like sonotubes and little concrete footings for the deck, the back deck, probably the corner of the house as well, that we have found just from fishing in this here. So we got to get all that out. And we're also working on bringing this high grade over there into the low spot from the foundation and the pit. Actually, the pit got filled in perfectly fine from the leftover dirt from around the foundation, so that's fine. But we're really just filling in the low spot from the foundation. The homeowner said we could just pull the high part of the yard into the hole, so that's what we're doing.
All right, it's super windy today. I got the 6-wheeler. I'm gonna load the scrap metal in there. I'm just gonna throw the trash in with it and I'll sort it out later. Gonna take the power rake after and we're gonna rake this off. So it's kind of on like the topsoily loamy side, but I was talking to the homeowner, property owner, because there's no more home. So the property owner, I told him, I says, this isn't really stuff you want to fill in the hole. And he said, it doesn't really matter. He says, I do not want to buy dirt because they will never, ever let me build on here. And driveway, he says, eventually the driveway is going to go through the backside, right through there to the road. Right now they won't let him do it, so the driveway is going to come through here till it erodes away. So he was saying like they'll never let him pave on it. So if it's, I said, well, you're going to get some settling with this. And he said, I don't really care. I do not want to buy dirt. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. We're going to spread this all out. We're going to rake it. Also, the reason why we're going to use the topsoil is because part of their order of conditions is that, if I'm yelling, it's because it's really windy today. Part of their order of conditions is they have to have a landscape company come in here and replant all of this with like natural, native to this area grasses. We're not going to do it because I don't want to get involved with conservation. They're a headache. So, and then he's going to drive over the grass. Like, he can't have an actual driveway here. So that's why I started stripping down. There was a big hump here where the shed was, and a big mound, and he specifically told me, if you need dirt to fill in the hole, strip it from this field that has a mound in it, and use that dirt. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. It's just a weird situation where, I don't know. We don't normally fill in driveway areas and stuff with this stuff, but this won't be a driveway area within a year. 2 years. What do you think? 2 years?
No clue.
No idea? We have no idea because he had 50 feet last year, more.
At the widest part, he's got 15 feet to where the deck was. And then at the thinnest...
I don't know if you can hear him. He was saying at the widest part, he's got like 15 feet to where the deck was.
And then at the thinnest...
And at the thinnest, it was like 4 feet.
Right over there, you see 4 feet. Right where it was. The deck was right where the silt fence is.
Also, I can't touch these trees, even though they're going to end up down there with that one. But...
yeah, the deck came to right...
hey, was that tree there, like, last week?
Nope.
Look
at the grass. That clump just fell down.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyways, that's why we're not getting nice dirt. We're not trucking in dirt. We're not spending money on dirt because there is absolutely no point. I don't even know why they're rebuilding the house here. They're building the house way back in there. So Bryson talked to the homeowner, property owner, and he said they're hoping to get 10 more years before they have to tear that down too. So I'm just gonna stuff this in the truck. All right, so we are done. I just cleaned the tracks off. He's doing a bunch of grading. I'm gonna take this out to the road, load it up onto the trailer. The only thing is I gotta take it back to my place. It's supposed to go to another job, like directly from here, but I don't know if you can see that nut on the cutting edge. It keeps coming loose, so I'm going to crank it down and then weld a bead so it can't back off. Alright, he's working on grading it. It's kind of like, I don't know. We don't have enough dirt. I told him don't bother taking any more from there. It's a little bit of a dip right there over that area. He's gonna work on that a little bit, but I think this is it, you know what I mean? We can't really do much, you know? It kind of goes up. It like comes downhill like this, and then right there it kind of goes up like it's gonna go towards the beach, but the whole grade goes like it's consistent all the way through here, and then there's that little lip. So I don't know if there was a hill over there that fell in the ocean, but I told him don't bother, just keep the same grade because it's not gonna be there that much longer.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make it look real good. Alrighty guys, so we've got a bunch of passes back and forth, and now he's going the other way. Basically just over and over again, making it look good. Really gonna miss this. He already packed up the excavator, so we're gonna go drop that off, come back for this. It's a shame, I was just saying, I'm so bummed we have to go work in like normal locations.
We're going in the woods next.
You know what the best thing about this whole job was? The ground being sand, you know, it didn't take us a million years to dig the silt fence in.
Oh, that would have been horrible.
I know. That was the best thing about this whole job. Not the view, not anything like that, just the ground being so soft. It was so easy.
Honestly, it's the view.
It is the view, yeah. It's the view. You know, I've never been much of an ocean guy until my girlfriend started bringing me around it more.
Okay. Where are we getting lunch?
Maybe we just
Well, I got the
go
machine
home.
tied down, and
Yeah, maybe we just go home.
nah, I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Starving.
All right, we're gonna get lunch then, guys.
That's it for this demo job. Hopefully Bryson can do a good job editing it, because I'm not.
Yeah, this is a lot of footage, so I'm gonna end up editing this one, guys.
Anyways, we will catch you guys on the next one, right, Bryson?
Yeah, the next one that we're gonna head to, tomorrow or something. So,
this job was actually pretty profitable.
yeah, surprisingly, I thought it was gonna be a lot more expensive to get rid of all that demo.
No, this job actually was, worked out pretty good. Big shout out to my buddy Tim Childs for providing the dumpsters, because his driver was like pretty quick to return.
Or he was good.
He was easy to deal with.
Yeah.
Because I've torn down some houses where you get a driver that doesn't communicate, or a company that doesn't communicate, and you can't get the dumpsters out quick enough. That actually worked out great.
Yeah.
They're great. That was corny.
Yeah, and surprisingly, shout out to the town of Eastham, because they were pleasant to work with. The towns are never good to work with. But town of Eastham, the folks at the town hall that we worked with, they were great. They were great, and they did their jobs in a timely manner, and they didn't have an attitude when you asked them questions like every other town. So.
All right, we gotta end it. What is this, a speech?
Yeah, we're
An
talking.
award show? I'd like to thank Town of Eastham for believing in me.
No, seriously, you guys don't get it. When you ask town workers to do their job around here, they give you a nasty attitude, like you're bothering them, ruining their day. But all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.